guys, Chris Carrizon here. I want to talk to you guys a little bit because I am at the Altitude Conference in Palm Springs, and I'm at this gorgeous setup for Constant Contact. It is with my favorite color, purple. Purple is the sign of royalty. I'm going to give you guys some tips. So, I no longer work in corporate America. And the reason why I don't is because, well, there's just so much politics. I'm just not into that. But while I was working in corporate America, I learned some things that I want to share with you. How to bag a whale at work. So why am I qualified to talk about this? Well, because I did bag a whale at work. My first job out of college was at a media relations agency that is now international. And a man in his 40s who actually ran the company became interested in me. Why was he interested in me? Because I was a creature like no other. I decided to pass on him because at the time I wanted someone who was a little bit younger, who wanted children, and who had a little bit more of a similar value system than I did. But that doesn't mean that everybody who's in my position will want the same things that I did. There will be women who start a job and connect with the higher ups, maybe the CEO, which I did, the man who actually ran the business, or the executive board that you may actually have access to, especially if it's a young and nimble company. And depending on where you are in your life, this information might help you. So how did I land the whale? How did I get the man in charge interested in me enough to want to move me out of where I was, put me and my daughter in a situation where he would be paying all the bills and put my daughter in private school? How did that happen? I'm going to tell you. The first thing that I did was I wasn't a yes woman. So one thing I noticed about this particular work setting, this man was surrounded by people, men and women, who said yes to everything that he said. And because they said yes to everything, he became suspicious about what their real intentions were. So I kind of just said, you know what? I don't necessarily think that this is a good idea. I don't know if what you're saying resonates. And here's my opinion. And he found it extremely refreshing that a woman who was young, who was new with the company, said, you know what? I'm not buying into all that you're selling. And he found that refreshing. So that was the number one thing that I know for sure got this man interested in wanting to date me. The second thing that got him interested in wanting to date me was that I inspired competition. I let him know that there were other men who were interested in dating me and getting to know me. And men who are alphas, who are sort of the titans of their industry, they love a good competition. And so they're going to try to figure out how they can win over other people. And so I wasn't overt with saying, hey, I've got other guys who are interested in me. I just kind of just said, you know, I'm entertaining all my options. I'm kind of just, you know, playing the field and seeing what's best for me at the moment. And that was enough to get him really inspired into wanting to get to know me better. And he wanted to win. See, men who are at the top of their game, who are the titans of industry, they want to win at everything. They want to win at everything. And here's the thing. They may want to win but you have to figure out if their winning is your winning. And so while I knew that this man was competing for my affections, I also thought to myself, him winning may not necessarily be in the end me winning. The next thing that really got this whale at the workplace interested in dating me was that I allowed for him to be vulnerable. I inspired trust in him that allowed for him to want to sort of tell me things that he normally wouldn't tell other people. And so I was able to be that soft spot for him to fall and be able to sort of give him what he needed. Because here's the thing with really powerful men. They may be strong all the time, but they want a soft place where they can fall. And I was that soft place. And because of that, I became very appealing to him. The final thing that really sort of helped me land the whale in the workplace was that I found common ground. Even though I was a newbie, I was young, I was inexperienced, I had the raw talent and the intelligence. What really got him interested was that I found things that he was interested in that inspired some sort of bond, of camaraderie that we could bond over. Whether it was a book that we were reading together, whether it was a concept or political view, whether it was a hobby, we found common ground. And because of that, it inspired so much admiration, it inspired lust, it inspired competition, and it inspired an intrigue that men of his caliber really do want. So while I didn't pick this man, he worked very, very hard to be the person that I chose. I didn't choose him. I chose my husband that I've been married to for 18 years. But there were some things that I learned that were very valuable. And like I said, not everyone will make the same choice. There will be women who will say, you know what? Kids aren't that important to me. Family isn't that important to me. Status, money, whatever, that's more important to me. I'm not judging you. I think that if that's what your goals are, that's fine. I picked a different path because of what I wanted. But the things that I learned is something that you can use too. By the way, I talked all about this, I spoke about this in the Pink Pill, in Mercenary Mate Selection, where I talked about why I made the choice that I made, why it may not necessarily be the same choice that you should make, but it does give you a little bit of insight, a little bit of tips, a little bit of advice that may help you along the way. If you're interested in the Pink Pill, make sure you click the link below and we can talk more about it. You can use your intelligence, your femininity, and your beauty to get what you want in life. Until next time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the other side. Bye-bye.